What's going on, everyone? So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 ways to adjust your old deck to link format. Now, I posted in my community tab earlier this week asking you guys what are some videos you guys want to request, because honestly I've been really busy with work, never had time to think about video ideas. And one viewer, whose name I can't think of right now, sorry guy, said, "Hey Chris, how do you take one of your older decks and convert it over to the link era, aka link format, with decks like Black Wings, Harpers, and etc." So this video, I thought of 5 awesome ways you guys could do that. And if you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button for more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'm uploading as many videos as I can in a week, usually 2 to 3 videos a week, give or take, how I'm currently doing this right now. All right guys, as I always tell you, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so starting off with the first way, I'm going to shoot straight into the video by saying token cards. Now, token cards like Scapegoat, Stray Lambs, Go Food before he got hit, etc. are awesome ways to go ahead and adjust your deck's link format. Think about it. Link era requires you to have zones pointed down. You want to make things like your link spiders, you want to make your decode talkers. Essentially, any deck that spams to the field, made big boards, that spit monsters like 1, 2, 3, 4 Haktui, needs those link markers. Scapegoat, honestly, right now is the best card to do so. Decks like Trickstars is abusing Scapegoat, which is why Trickstars might get hit due to the fact that which is why Scapegoat might get hit, because it is seeing meta play in competitive meta decks like Trickstars. So if your deck's a little slower and it doesn't really start going off into turn 2 or 3, Scapegoat's a great option. Other token cards like Stray Lambs, Revival Jam, even not Revival Jam, but Jam Machine, Breeding Machine, like anything that can spam tokens early will be great for the link era to convert an older deck, because with more access to cards like Decode Talker, you can just be great. Like I said, GoFu at one point was a really great card that was used. Unfortunately, it got banned, and I think moving forward, cards like Scapegoat might get hit. So it might be something worth testing out while we still have it legal. And if it does get hit, try Stray Lambs. Back. Number 4, Floodgates. Now, Floodgates, honestly, the easiest way to adjust the link format. Let's say you have decks like me, Heroes. Heroes is a deck that revolves around Dark Law, Back Row, Pass. It's inherently a Floodgate type of deck. But let's say you play a deck like Black Wings, or a deck like Agents. That's not floodgating, just as great for you. You can use cards like Anti-Spell Fragrance to help you stop pendulum scales by flipping them up. Your opponent can't set their pendulum scales, so if you're playing this deck against a deck like Metaphors and etc., the decks that abuse heavy Metaphors Electrum, they can't set up their scales, and then they just pretty much floodgate out and lose. Yeah, they have outs to it, but that's just what you're gonna do. Decks that's popular right now, they use a lot of spells is Spirals, even though it kinda got neutered. Anti-Spell Fragrance help that against decks like that, but overall, outside of Anti-Spell Fragrance and Floodgates is just some of the best ways to handle some of these decks. Even another great one I can think of right now, Mistake, Thunder King, Ryo. Just any way you guys feel like you can go into the side deck and throw in something good for your main deck to work, just do it. But make sure it doesn't hurt your deck. What happens is a lot of players just start throwing a lot of Floodgates into their deck, and for whatever reason, their deck just doesn't function. I mean, it's not really for whatever reason. It's mainly their deck just stopped functioning properly because they took out their consistency cards and turned their deck into Traps plus Thunder King and try to win. And at that point, you might as well just play an anti-meta deck, and it completely throws out the theme of your deck. So keep in mind that your deck might not be the same. So when throwing in these new Floodgate cards, just try to keep it to a minimum and just, have fun with it, mix it up, and see what works best for you. Number 3, my favorite one. Think of new strategies. Now, I can't tell you guys, I have time and time again, I go to every format and try to re-innovate a deck. I personally live playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Re-innovating decks. I try to rebuild Heroes. At one point, I was adjusting gadgets to the format, every other format, for the time I could be. And thinking of new strategies is very hard, and it's honestly the most intricate part of the game. And it's what makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! In my personal opinion, because think about it. If you can take an older deck that's dead and convert it over to a new era with new features like links or pendulums and etc., you're gonna kill the competition. So once again, it's easier said than done. So what I recommend everyone just mix up engines. A popular one is the Artifact engine. You can even fuse decks like, for a great example, Monarch True Dracos. Monarch Stormforth works well in True Dracos. The Domain Monarchs work well with True Dracos by making out Masterpiece. Playing Domain, you floodgate not your opponent because Masterpiece is a tribute summon monster. And Masterpiece has the ability to not be touched. And he also has the ability to pop cards on the opponent's board. So, you know, just thinking of different ways to play your favorite decks is awesome. And I highly recommend everyone do so. Yeah, man, just think about trying to just new ways to play the deck, build up a rapport for the deck, and you're fine. Number 2, and I did kind of mention this in my number 3 reason. My number 3 was while speaking up of new strategies. But number 2, you guys definitely want to hone in on mixing engines. Like I said, Artifact engine. True Dracos can go with anything. You can even, like, let's say for example, take a deck like Heroes, look towards the future to see what decks are great and go from there. Another great resource for that is going on YGO Pro, testing out decks to see what can go where and how you can go about it. And you can also go on websites like YGO Organization and see what the OCG is playing. And, you know, honestly speaking, a lot of us are adults. We might not have time to test out these engines, but if you're looking for an OCG and see what the OCG is running, you can go from there. Because let's say, for example, you see OCG is mixing True Draco Heroes or Trickstar, Chainburn, fracking Paleozoic. Like, it's crazy, but you know, it could work. So really try to focus on mixing engines. And I kind of, like I said, I kind of messed up when I was talking about thinking of new strategies to play and mixing engines, because like a new strategy to play is like taking the current mechanic and abusing it for your older deck that could already abuse it. Like a great example of that was like thinking of a new strategy to play for number 3 was like Infernities and how it evolved from being a synchro-centric deck when the XYZs came around. Infernities turned into an XYZ-centric deck. So, but when it comes down to mixing engines, you're just literally it's self-explanatory. I take one deck, I take the other deck, fusion, the decks together, and you're gonna do that really well. A great resource for you guys to fuse decks together is checking out my How to Build the Best Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck video series. This is a 4-part series that goes in depth about deck building. And I really believe if everyone watched that series, you guys will have no questions about how to build your deck and how to adjust the current formats. So my last tip I can give you guys for adjusting your old deck to link format is you don't. Now think about it. Sometimes the decks can just play out through every format and do well. And other times on the other end of the spectrum, you guys gotta just know when to let go. Like, I love playing Heroes. I love playing decks like Black Wings here and there. I love playing my Spirals. But I gotta admit, sometimes the deck just can't move with the times. No matter how many times you guys mix it with engines, thinking of strategies, adding floodgates to the deck, adding a bunch of token cards. Because if you do all that, at a certain point, your deck doesn't become your deck anymore. It just becomes an anti-meta deck. And do you really want to play an anti-meta deck without having your deck's theme to go with? I mean, I guess some of you just want to win, which is perfectly fine. But for me personally, I'd rather just play a deck for what it can do versus for a deck that's just allowing me to win. I mean, I don't really play Yu-Gi-Oh! To win anymore. I play for winning with my own strategy, if that makes sense. So as a recap, I went over token cards to improve your deck for link format. Token cards are very important. I went over floodgates. Floodgates are very key essential cards to add to your deck when a new format rolls around to help you guys out. I talked about thinking of new strategies. Try to figure out how you can adjust your deck to the new format, and if it can adjust to that new format. Talk about mixing engines. You can take things like the Artifact engine or True Draco engine or whatever and work it with what you have. And I also talk about you can't do it because sometimes your deck either A, doesn't need to move on to adjust to the link format, you just might need to learn the deck better, or B, your deck just sucks now, you have to pick up a new deck. What do you guys think? What do you guys recommend? Do you guys think I hit all the key points? Let me know in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you haven't, like I said once again. And also check out my Teespring in the description down below. If you guys want some cool Innovation YGO t-shirts, check that out. I got the Get Wrecked Scrub shirt, and I also got the Stay Innovative shirt with a bunch of cool wording on the back, so also check that out. So yeah, man, this is Innovation YGO, and I'm signing out. Peace and stay innovative. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces. Peace.